lots and lots of miles. And my passion is to get rid of cancer because it has affected way, way too many of my friends. And I told God, I said, I want a project that we can do as a family. I want something that Benjamin can do, something that Abby can do, Brian and me, all together. Since I'm not training and fundraising this season, I wanted something else to do as a family. That was the afternoon, early afternoon. And then I opened this catalog and I'm like looking through it that night of the 20th. And I see this story on Charlie's Lunch. And I read, and this is the lunchbox. So it's a nice size lunchbox. I mean, really, it's not just thin. There are other lunch totes that are thin that, you kind of have to smush everything up. This is a awesome, awesome size lunch tote. And it's kind of square, so it's not going to smush stuff, okay? So real pretty. And I saw it, and then I read this story. And this story tells about Charlie's Lunch. And the founder of Charlie's Lunch, they lost their son. He was 13, I believe, from a heart defect. And they were missionaries, and they had some kids come by that needed money for food. And God told her, give them Charlie's Lunch. So that's how this started. And so I'm reading, and one of these totes, okay, this is $12, okay? Plus whatever you want to, if you want a monogram and an initial, whatever. For like 3.5 weeks, it will feed a child lunch. One. So, and then I saw 15 lunchboxes sponsors a child for an entire year. And then I'm like, well, I want to have 10 kids eat for an entire lunch for an entire year from my party tonight. That's what I wanted. I'm like, I want to feed 10 people. So then I called Susan. I'm like, Susan, I'm going to feed 10 kids lunch for an entire year with everything that we sell at my party. And so she's like, well, okay, well, let me talk to you about this Lunchboxes of Love. And so by the end of that conversation, before that even went that much further, God very, very, very specifically said, that's your family project. And I wanted to take these totes, which thankfully hold a lot, and I wanted to stuff these totes with goodies. And I wanted to send them to patients at Texas Children's Hospital. And I wanted Texas Children's to have this on hand so that any child who is newly diagnosed with cancer will be taken a tote, a goodie bag, a cancer care package by one of the social workers. And we're picking the colors. I'm letting God take care of that because I want the correct color to go to the right child. And so I'm like, that's what I want to do. And I want to send 50 care packages to Texas Children's Hospital by the end of April. That's what I'm doing. And
150.
No, I wanted 100. I wanted 150 for Charlie's Lunch, but I wanted 50 was my goal for Texas Children, and the 50 counts towards that 150.
Got it.
So that's what I wanted to do. So Kathy was one of my first people that I called, and I'm like, Kathy, this is my